And new air at 6, the money raised from a big charity golf tournament in Springfield is not available to charities. The Missouri Sports Hall of Fame has canceled its Celebration of Caring. It's the annual event to pass out the money raised in the Price Cutter Charity Championship golf tournament. The executive director declined an on-camera interview today. Instead, the organization sent a statement to explain. It says, in part, quote, an unfortunate combination of rising expenses, inflationary pressures, and an unforeseen staff absence has impacted efforts. We're working diligently to overcome these challenges and meeting our obligations as quickly as possible, end quote. Since starting in 1990, the local golf tournament has raised more than $20 million for local charities.